For more than 30 years, Doyon Foundation has worked to provide educational, career, and cultural opportunities to enhance the identity and quality of life for Doyon shareholders. Our work falls into two main areas: scholarships and language revitalization. During the 2021-2022 academic year, we awarded $1.6 million in scholarships to 419 students, the highest amount in the history of our scholarship program. These scholarships are made possible by the generosity of our major donor, Doyon Limited, as well as other supporters. When it comes to scholarships, we believe there are many pathways to success, and that success looks different to each of us. That's why we offer a range of scholarships to meet the diverse needs of Doyon shareholders and descendants who are pursuing their educational dreams. Wondering which scholarship is right for you? Take our scholarship quiz at doyonfoundation.com/quiz. We believe all students should have the opportunity to pursue their educational goals. If you don't meet our scholarship requirements, such as minimum GPA, contact us to discuss your options. Application deadlines vary depending on scholarship type. Learn more and apply at doyonfoundation.com/scholarships. In addition to educational and career opportunities, our work also focuses on strengthening and celebrating our Native culture, with a focus on the indigenous languages of the Doyon region. In celebration of the 10th anniversary of our language revitalization program, we are honored to share the vision and milestones of our first 10 years with you.
The Doyon region is rich in Alaska Native languages and cultures. It is home to half of Alaska's 20 indigenous languages, with 10 distinct native languages and more than 15 unique dialects. All of them are endangered.
Everyone in my parents' generation spoke the Athabascan language fluently. That's all I heard when I'd go to the potlatches or go to some elders' home was the Koyukon Athabascan language. It was great. And my parents in Huslia spoke it all the time, every day to one another, but they never did speak to the kids in Athabascan. We learned English as a result.
Recognizing the importance of investing in our languages and cultures, Doyon Limited supported the establishment of the Doyon Foundation Language Revitalization Program in 2012. Since then, we have taken a leadership role in protecting our native languages.
Our board's been very supportive of several different aspects of the foundation, but when the language part became more prominent, there was a overwhelming feeling of support.
I was on Doyon Limited's board when we voted to give money to the foundation, and the big fear at Doyon Limited when we voted on this was that these languages would be lost, and we wanted them online in perpetuity with lessons.
Our program has grown and evolved since inception, but one thing has remained constant: the focus on ensuring our native languages not only survive, but thrive for future generations.
So I saw how critical it was to different indigenous groups across the state to keep their language. And so I thought it was also important at some point in time for Doyon and Tanana chiefs and FNA and the tribes in the interior to bring forward that same experience, trying to save the language for our people.
Each year, as part of the effort to revitalize the languages of the Doyon region, we award grants to organizations and communities planning language revitalization projects throughout the Doyon region.
Shar nang kai sol dai hue hutlet.
2 little bears were born in the spring.
Doyon Languages Online was a major milestone for our language revitalization program. With the support and expertise of elders, content creators, and linguists, we developed a series of online courses for the languages of the Doyon region. By fall 2022, online courses in all 9 Athabascan Doyon region languages were accessible for free to any and all interested learners, and more than 600 students were signed up to learn a native language.
Doint
Asun.
Sikun asun.
Nadat sa nauza.
Kitsu sa uza.
Nadan hutan inland. This is a language that our ancestors spoke for thousands of years, and I think we all carry some responsibility to keep it alive. My entire sense of well-being and my mood and everything is so much better, and so like I am just a happier person when I'm practicing my language.
In 2021, our Language Revitalization program achieved another significant milestone, the establishment of the Mentor-Apprentice Program, or MAP. Through MAP, fluent speakers or mentors guide language learners or apprentices in learning their native language. After completing 1 year of immersion-based learning, the apprentice has the opportunity to give back to their language community as an instructor, lesson developer, or as a mentor themselves. The first MAP cohort of 15 teams began working together in summer 2022.
I feel really blessed to be a part of this Mentor Apprentice program, and I'm glad it was offered, and I'm glad my mom and I are able to do it.
Going forward, it's critical that the few elders we have left and the few teachers we have left still have the opportunity to share and promote the cultural value of the language itself.
One of our long-term goals is fostering a love of language among our youth, the future speakers and teachers of our native languages.
Kun asun. Ready?
Through ongoing research and collaboration with students, teachers, and schools, we are seeing some exciting momentum with youth engaging with their native languages.
I would like to see the languages used in preschool, kindergarten, and early elementary grades with the students, the young people, using it as everyday language with common terms such as, what are you doing? You want to come play with me? What are you doing after school? It's cold, I'm cold. That way they use the language and it will not go away.
At Effie Cochrane Charter School, a class of high school students is using Doyon languages online to learn native languages, earning credit while deepening their connections with their roots.
Shoje Matthew Oji, and the word I'm sharing is Kunziadak Anti, means take good care of yourself.
Uvanga Atiga Sam, the word I want to share is Alapa, which means it is cold.
Su'uzat Nishon, and the phrase I'll be sharing with you today is Sikun Asun, which means me too, I'm fine.
Our Doyon Languages Education Project, established in fall 2022, will allow us to take Doyon languages further into communities, increasing the capacity of language leaders to teach Alaska Native languages and providing increased learning opportunities for students. Other language revitalization efforts include publishing and sharing the native word of the month.
So the word for today is dot and. It means, dot and. It means what is he, she, or it doing? And it's a good word to know for language learners because you can ask Dena dot and. What is the man doing? He's standing.
Our Storyteller Language Profile Series.
Then my old grandma, she never speak English in her life. That's all that we had to, as kids, we had to learn our own language to speak to grandma.
The Language Journeys video series.
We'd go by the elders building. There was the blue building where they would all have lunch, and my friend's mom, she was the cook there. So we would go run in there, and then they would give us their cookies, and they would all be conversing in Tlegahaka. That was, I remember thinking as a little kid, that sounded so beautiful, so pretty to hear them talking like that.
In production of Molly of Denali episodes in 2 native languages of the Doyon region.
Kunsi Vego Ai, Shia Nizi.
Creating, compiling, and sharing resources is another focus area. Resources are easily accessible to all on our website.
Sabadra, Gih, Jiga.
Doyon Foundation is honored to be a part of the effort to revitalize the languages of the Doyon region, but we do not do it alone. Many other individuals and organizations are also working toward this shared goal.
Right now, our people are starving for our language. There isn't a soul that I've ever heard of that has said, we don't need our language, we just need to speak English. Because we'll lose our part of our culture if we lose that language.
Through these combined efforts, we are starting to see a shift. Use of our native languages is becoming more frequent and widespread. We are seeing it on social media, and we are hearing it at home and in the workplace.
Tridenda, please, Tridenda, please, Tridenda, please.
Don't say that, she'll say you're being gross.
Say
that the whole half
Hee ha, hee ha, hee. I forgot to press.
There are also shifts being made at the statewide policy level. In 2014, Alaska amended the state's Language Act, adding the 20 Alaska Native languages as official languages along with English. Milestones like these demonstrate the positive progress we collectively are making toward the revitalization of our native languages. But we recognize that this will be an ongoing collaborative effort, and we hope to provide a path for current and future generations to continue on with this work for many years to come.
I think a lot of our board members back then through the current recognize how important this work is for our youth and all of us in the region to preserve the languages we have and to get more speakers into our family here.
I won't see it in my lifetime, but I know through people like you that are going to make it happen.
Doyon Foundation wishes to recognize all of the individuals and organizations, past, present, and future, that have been involved in supporting language revitalization. Together, we will ensure that our languages grow and flourish for current and future generations.
Go hey yansa hey ad chendet al ining naga els chendet al ining naga els hey ya hay na go hey ya hey ah